Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jeff, and I'm here to do another reaction for one of your requests. This one comes to us from user Alicia Park 6241. So Alicia, thank you so much. This is Woodz with the live clip of Accident. Now, I had mentioned previously that I wouldn't do any more live reactions unless they were on the artist channel specifically, which this is. And we've also done the Drowning live clip, so we've already seen that it's not going to get blocked. So totally on board with this one. We've done 4 Woodz reactions up to this point. We've done Journey. We've done Love Me Harder. We've done Drowning. And we've done Amnesia. Now we're going to do Accident. And I've loved all the other 4. So let's see if number 5 is just as good. I don't really have much more to say on this intro. So without anything else, let's get over to it. Okay, we don't have subtitles, so we might have to do a second listen while I pull up lyrics. Like that kick in of the instrumentation.
Girl, I don't wanna let me down. Yeah, I know it's accident, not your fault. Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, no, 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 no. 넌 모르는 것 같아. Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, no, 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 no.
It's got like that smooth sway groove to it.
미련한 나의 맘이 컸지. 넌 아무렇지 않은 건지. Oh, no, 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 no. 이는 now you see me falling. 내겐 안 떠줄 것 같지. Oh, 너가 원한 게 이건지. Girl, I don't wanna bring me down. Yeah, I know it's accident, not your fault.
Oh, so good.
Don't you know, no, 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 no. Don't you know, no, 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 no. 넌 모르는 것 같아.
This one just makes you want to close your eyes and feel.
No, 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 no. Don't you know, no, 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 no. 내게 말해줘. Honestly, yeah, yeah. Baby, I just wanna know who you are.
Jesus, Woodz. My man. Just going off the charts for us. No, it cannot be over already. Oh my god. That was peak. I loved that. Okay, so a couple of things. The only thing I would change about this song, because everything else is perfection, is I would give it a heavier bass line. Make it more of a pounding bass instead of like a dull bass. And now maybe that's already there and it's just not present in the live clip, or maybe it's already there and I can't really get it through these headphones. But that's the only thing I felt was missing, was just something like a deeper, more thumping type of bass for those lower notes there. But everything else was just so good. And then that escalation, I don't know if you call it a triple high note or just, you know, a graduation, whatever you want to call it, but when he started high, went higher, you thought he was done, and he went even higher. This man has talent just oozing out of his pores. I'm jealous. I can't do anything close to that. Not that I'm trying, but even if I did, I couldn't do it. So, okay, we are going to listen one more time, but I'm going to pull up lyrics off to the side. I should have looked this up. I normally do at least open the video to see if there's subtitles to prevent this kind of delay right here. But I didn't do that this time. I got spoiled. So instead, we have to take a short little break. All right. Yeah, it'd probably help if I actually pulled them up translated too, though. All right. Okay, I think I've got a halfway decent one pulled up here. So there's not a lot to break down in the live clip, of course, other than what we've already talked about. So in some ways that does make it easier, because this time I'm pretty much only going to be looking over here at the lyrics as opposed to trying to look back and forth like, oh, how does this lyric correlate to the video kind of thing. Also, who doesn't want to hear this song again? Like...
꺼져 있는 가로등 사이에 멀어져가는 너의 소리 내가 보이지 않는 건지
Okay, so there actually is one thing I did want to point out here in the video for this part. So the verse, again, you have to forgive me if this is not accurate. It's the best I could find on short notice. The verse says, dimming spaces between streetlights, your voice that fades away, whether I can't see, oh, you. Okay, so dimming spaces between streetlights is... We could be talking about one of two things here. We could be talking about the actual space, that darkness between the light. So, you know, maybe this person kind of gives mixed signals, so to speak. So, you know, they're present, then they're gone, then they're present again. Or we could be talking about, because his next line says, your voice that fades away. Obviously, we think of darkness, when we think of metaphorical sense of darkness, we think about something disappearing, right? Or something being gone, or taking the light, taking the positive away. In this regard, your voice that fades away, we talked about the first possible translation, or interpretation. The second could just literally be they're leaving, right? It's not just that they're going into the darkness and then coming back out, blah, blah, blah. Could just be they're fading away. Like if you're standing at one side of the street, you're looking down, you see, you know, the street lamps all the way down. They're leaving into the distance and it's fading into darkness. Not sure which one we're going with, but there's two different interpretations there. Okay, before the chorus, we've got, in the night I hear her calling, whether your heart is closed, oh, what do I do now? Girl, I don't want you to let me down. So he's conflicted. He doesn't know what's going on here. Is this person, do they feel the same way? What are their intentions, right? Like I can hear you calling in the darkness. Earlier we noticed that he said that the voice is fading away. It's trailing off, getting dimmer. But is your heart closed? Like it says whether your heart is closed, but whether that's an accurate translation or not, the unspoken part of that would be whether your heart is closed or not, meaning or open. What do I do now? Don't let me down. So is your heart open? Are you receptive to this? Or like what are your intentions here? How do you actually feel? Okay, so chorus. Yeah, I know it's accident, not your fault. Don't you know? Don't you know? It seems like you don't know. Don't you know? Don't you know? So I know it's an accident. Obviously, if it's something's an accident, it's not their fault. But what I'm gathering from this is, so based on what we heard before the chorus, it could be that maybe even though he's getting maybe mixed signals or doesn't know what this person's feeling, this turmoil he's feeling is more of something that he's recognizing as being from within rather than something they're giving. So if it were something they were doing, they would be the one being unclear with their intentions. I'm sure plenty of you have had that experience where, you know, maybe someone says they like you, but they don't really show it, or maybe all their actions say that they really like you, but they just they won't admit it, blah, blah, blah. But if he's acknowledging that it's not their fault and that it seems like they don't know, meaning not only is it an accident, but they don't really even know that they're committing this atrocity towards him, so to speak. Yeah, it seems maybe that it's literally coming from within. Alright, so this one, whether it can't be turned back, my stupid heart is big. So whether it doesn't mean anything to you, I feel like some of these are not quite accurate translations, but this was the best I could find. Granted, I didn't look that hard, but I didn't have a whole lot of time. But whether it can't be turned back, if, you know, sometimes you get a second chance, right? So you have an accident, you say sorry, you do it again, you do it differently. This may be something that can't be turned back. You can't turn back time and redo certain things. And he's like, my stupid heart is big. Like, I love Foolish, right? You know, I lose my sense of logic when I listen to my heart. But how I feel, you know, I don't know if that means anything to you.
In an eye you see me falling. 내겐 안 떠줄 것까지. Oh, 너가 원한 게 이건지. Girl, I don't wanna bring me down. Yeah.
Oh God, it's so good. This is going on the playlist, y'all. I don't even actually have an official playlist, but I should actually make one. Because all these songs that I say are going on the playlist, I should put them on there. But anyway, this section. In the night you see me falling, you kill me again and leave. Oh, is this what you want, girl? I don't want you to break me down. So, of course, we go back to that scene of the darkness before, like the dimming of the street lights, fading into the darkness. You see me falling. That could be like, you see how I'm feeling, or it could be, you know, that I'm tripping up, so to speak. You see this, and then obviously not a literal kill, but you wound me again, whether it's by accident or not, and then you leave. Like, do you want me to feel this pain? And then he's like trying to kind of hold back a little bit, right? Earlier, girl, I don't want you to let me down. This time, girl, I don't want you to break me down. So girl's already kind of broken. I mean, I let him down with the accident. Now he's like, I don't want to be lost. I don't want to be broken down either by you or by my thoughts of you. And then we're getting back to the accident chorus.
I know he's
So this, we led into that with "Tell me honestly, baby, I just want to know who you are." So, kind of like, well, I just want to know, like, don't hide your true self, your true feelings from me. But then, I've mentioned this before, there are songs where we'll get a repeat of the chorus, but it changes a little to finish the story. This is one of those examples, because this time the final chorus is, yeah, it's not an accident, it's your fault. Meaning now, okay, it happened, whatever it was, you broke me down, you led me on, whatever, we're talking about here. And maybe it was an accident the first time, you didn't know. All right, second time, maybe an accident, maybe you didn't know. Third time, like, it's not an accident, you're doing this on purpose. You know it's your fault. And then it says, no, yeah, no. You already know. And that's how we end. One thing I said I wanted to mention about the video, and I didn't actually mention it, is when he talks about this dimming space way back in verse 1, your voice that fades away whether I can't see, he's actually putting himself in that moment. Like, so as a voice actor, a lot of times you'll get direction for a scene and maybe you don't even have the actual image in front of you. If you're doing dubbing for an anime, maybe like you'll have the scene most of the time. But if you're, animating a brand new cartoon, maybe you don't have the actual images in front of you, and so you're just kind of trying to convey all of this emotion by imagining the scene. He is doing something similar here. He's putting himself in the position of the person, whether it's himself or whoever the protagonist is of the song. He's putting himself in that position. He's like, I can't see you. Like, right here, it's like clouding the vision. And he's channeling that emotion with the imagery, which I thought was really cool there. But anyway, so that was the reaction for Woodz' Accident live clip. Loved that song. Woodz is 5 for 5 for me now, baby. So keep them coming. But really appreciate the request here. Really sad that I missed his tour. Hopefully in a couple of years when he's done with his enlistment, I'll get another chance. One thing I will say about this song, I said after the first listen that the one thing I would change to the otherwise perfect song is making the bass, deeper, more pounding. But the song as a whole, if you listen to it and you don't watch who's singing, and if you ignore the fact that it's in Korean, if you're familiar with Western artists, this song, I could picture The Weeknd doing this song with no problem. And what I mean by it with no problem isn't like he wouldn't stumble with maybe the high note or something, but just like, I don't have any difficulty imagining this being his song either. What I would really be cool is if Woodz did do a collab with The Weeknd on a song like this. Maybe not this song, but something in this vein. Oh, I would eat that up. Anyway, alright. I think that's it for now. Thanks for checking this one out, guys. I'll see you next time.